Okay, today we will be looking at Raffles girls and I thought I have it already. Okay, yeah, take a look at paper 1 and question 1. Yep, have you done the working for? Okay, let me take a look at your answers first. I want to see workings and formula if there is. Okay, looks good. Over here, this is a divide, right?
Yeah.
Okay, divide by 60, right? So basically, this question is very simple, huh? So basically, what you do, you just use your calculator. Yep, take out your calculator. Mong nhiên phạm one. Take out your calculator. Yep, punch your calculator. Help me punch your calculator. Okay, where's okay.
210.
210. So did you get this 210?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So look here. In fact, you should be, after you pay attention to the calculator, you should immediately over here. Okay, so this question, if you don't use a calculator, what you should do is you should use the long division method. Okay, this is the long division method. Okay, the first step is, of course, you cancel the 0 first, because they both have a 0, so you cancel the 0 and then you just do the normal long division method. Okay, so that's why you get wait. Okay, so is it 2010? Let me double check again. Use the calculator. Open your eyes and look at the question carefully. Can you see or not?
Yeah.
What's the answer? Quick.
2010.
2010. Okay, sorry. So the answer should be 3, 2010, right? Okay. So so I was listening to you. And I accepted 2 as the answer, but it turns out I used my method. I double check against your answer, and I realized your answer was wrong. Okay, so that means what I'm trying to say here is, if you use your method 1, if your answer is wrong, so you can actually use this method to double check. Okay, this is also something you need to learn, how to double check. Okay, how to double check your answer. Okay, so it's okay to make mistake, but you need to learn from your mistakes. How? By using a different method. Okay, by using a different method to check your answer. Okay, so that is something you need to learn. Okay, question 2. Okay, question 2. Okay, so once again, this question is very common. What kind of question is this?
Please.
Yep, very good. So I think there is a this is a decimal. This is a decimal. Okay, can you see that it is a decimal? Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So this is a decimal. So if this is a decimal, right? So what is this place? Look at here. I'm asking you to look here, okay? Unless I ask you for the answer.
The
Okay.
100.
I mean the first place, I mean the 4. What is this place? Okay, first thing, you need to look at the screen. Second thing, you need to pay attention. Okay, so what is the place for 4? after the decimal place? Quick.
1.
Which one is the 1? Okay. So if this is the decimal place, which one is the 1? Which figure is 1? Okay, if until this stage you still have problem with this,
The 4th is the
okay, the 4th is,
thousand.
you mean this is the, I mean this is the decimal place, okay? This is decimal place. So, okay, let's start with, what is 5 first? What is 5? Come on, quick. What is 5? What are you waiting for? I'm asking for what is 5? What are you waiting for? This one. What you learn? Just say it out loud. I'm not asking you like rocket science question, right? So the 5 is what? I'm asking for this, quick. I'm not asking you for 1,000. I'm asking you for what is 5. I'm just asking this. Just pay attention. What is 5? Okay, if until this stage you still have problem with this, I think there is a very, very big problem with you. So, okay, what is in your mind? What is 5? Okay, just telling me this is 1,000. Let's say you say this is 1,000. Okay, let's say this is 1,000. Okay, 5 is 1,000, right?
Yeah.
So what is the meaning of decimal place? What is the meaning of this? Okay, so instead, okay, so since this is 1,000, this is 1,000. Then what is this?
100.
So 1,000 is here, and you are saying this is 100. Let's accept this as 100. Okay, so then what is this 8? Okay, 10,000. Then what is the 1?
100,000.
Very good. Okay, so is this 100,000. Okay, then comes to this. Then what is this? What's the 2? 10. Then what is the 5?
1.
Okay, very good. Okay, so basically you have at least gotten the order correct. The order is 1. The next one will be 10, and then the next one will be 100,000, 10,000, 100,000. At least this order is correct. Okay, at least the order is correct. But now the question is, how does this decimal place affect the value? Okay, let me give you a simple example. If this order is correct, let's say according to you, this is what? This place is
By the
100,000, right?
Yeah.
And then this is, so that means I have 100,000, and then
10,000.
8.
8.
So 100,000,
8.
8, 10,000,
8,000.
8,000, 8, 10,000, right?
8, 10,000.
Okay, so 100,000, 8, 10,000, and then
5,000.
5,000. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? That means, let's ignore this part. Now just concentrate on this part. Over here, it reads 100,000, 8, 10,000, and then 5,000. Does it make sense? Why it doesn't make sense? Why?
Cause the 100,000 and the 8, 10,000 like sound very
You see, you can't even find the word. Okay, so you find that, okay, it's very strange.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very strange. So if you think that by writing down all the value of each position, okay, and now you realize this is 100,000, and this is 10,000, and this is 5,000, and it doesn't make sense to you. Okay, at least you know it doesn't make sense. Then can I ask, what is the correct way to speak of this? Just this part. What is the correct way to speak of this? If I just ask you to speak this, what is this? How do you speak this? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you tell me? If I give you a number like this, how do you tell your mom? Oh, this number is
185.
185. Okay. So if this is 185, okay, good. So can I ask you, if this is 185,
Yeah.
then what about this? Then what about this? So I ask you to tell this number to your mom. What is this number? Come, quick.
185.
Huh? This number?
Which
But my finger is pointing here, right? Ann, 你帮我看一下从他那里看得到吗？是不是太小？ I just want to make sure that 看得很好。可以啊。Okay, so okay, so that means there's no problem with the size. Okay, so right now, so what is this number? If I ask you to tell your mom.
That is the decimal point.
No, just the entire number, please.
It's 9.
So what is this number? Tell your mom what is this number. This just tell what you said about this.
185.
Then what is this?
It's 185 point.
0.4. Okay. Why you get stuck? Why you get stuck? I mean, it's very clear cut, right? 185, then 185.4. That's it. Nothing too serious about this. Simple stuff. Okay, then let me continue. Then what about this? Right? Tell your mom, what's this?
185.42.
Okay, 42, right? Okay, good. Then continue. What is this?
185.425.
Okay, good. So that means now, huh? Okay, good. So good. So basically, just now what you said, please repeat once again what this number is about.
85.
100 and
85.
this is an N, huh?
Okay.
85 and then
Point.
point. Okay, good. Full stop. Let me stop here first. If you are telling your mom this is 185, then how come you suddenly say this is the position of 100,000? How come? By the way, so can I ask, 100,000 compared to 100, which one is bigger? 100,000 compared to 100, which one is bigger?
100,000.
Okay, good. So that means why you think of this is 100,000? Why? Tell me why. Why? Why? Tell me why. So, okay, so you said this is 100,000, but then I ask you, what is this entire number? This entire number is only 100 something. This entire number is 100 something, right?
Yeah.
And then how can this position be 100,000? Okay. The number itself is only 100 something. Then how can this position be 100,000? That is like so much bigger. How can it be? Okay. So then it comes back to the question. You are you are like a, how should I say? That means regardless. So what I'm seeing here is, you basically, people give you, I'll give you another example. People can give you 185.425, and people can give you 185.425, and you take these two as the same number. Okay, that means to you, the one always start from the 5, regardless whether there is a point here or whether there is a no point here. The one always start from 5. I mean this 5. Okay, and then that means if I give you 0.545, and then you are telling me, this is also 1. That means you are telling me all these are the 1 position, regardless whether there is a decimal point here or no decimal point, or there is no decimal point. You take all 5 here, the one highlighted in green, as the 1 position. That's what you are telling me. And by the way, you are already in your P6. This kind of mistake, right? You shouldn't be making. Okay, this kind of mistake you shouldn't be making anymore. Okay, the value of each position is a very simple concept. Why I say so? Because in life we always deal with what? Money. Okay, then if you ask me which one is the 1 position, this is the 1 position now, because we call this what? $1. Right?
Yeah.
Right? And then if I change this to 5, so it becomes $5. Right? So that means what? That means this is the 1 position. This 5 is the 1 position. Okay? And then, okay, let's look at the 5 below. This 5. So what position is this? Is this the 1 position? According to you, it is. If this is the 1 position, then you should be calling this what? $5. According to you. But what do you call this? What do you call this entire number? Tell your mom. What's this? 50 cents, right? If I want to use dollars, how many dollars is this? So instead of 50 cents, so I want to use dollars. So how much dollars is this? How many dollars? How many dollars? If I don't allow you to use cent, I don't want you to use 50 cents. So how many dollars is this? $5? $5? So you call this,
Unless you
you call this $5?
unless you add up the
No, first I ask you. That means you are telling me this is $5. 50 cents, you call it $5. Make sense? Does it make sense? Yeah?
no.
No. Okay. So that means you shouldn't say $5. So that means, what do you call it then? If it's not $5, then you call it what? By the way, this number is not called 50 cents. You call this 50 cents. This is called 50 cents in math. This one is not called 50 cents. This one is the equivalent. It's equivalent, okay? Okay? In mathematics, you are wrong. This is not called 50 cents. It's equal to 50 cents, but it's not called 50 cents. So what is this called in mathematics?
5 cents.
So 50 cents is equal to 5 cents. Does it make sense? So what is this called? So if this is called $5, then this is called what dollar? $1 is how much? Okay. $1. You split it into 2. So what is this 2? Hmm? Hmm.
50 cents and 50 cents.
Okay, good. So you can either use 50 cent and 50 cent, right? You're right. But let's say I don't want to use 50 cent. I want to use this. So what is this called? What's this called? Another way to call this. What's the another way to call this? I don't want to use cent. I want to use dollars. So what do you call this? You can call it $half, right? Right? Is it half a dollar? Am I right? 0.5 is half, right? Am I right or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is 0.5 equal to half? Do you want to use do you want to punch your calculator and confirm? 0.5 fraction. Make sense? On am I right or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so 0.5 is equal to
Half.
half. Okay, so that means this can be called half a dollar, right? $half. Okay, so if you that means if you still want to use dollars, you can call this what? $0.5. $0.5. Okay, so $0.5. So 0.5. If I tell you $0.5, what it means? It's less than $1 or it's more than $1?
It's half.
Yeah, I'm asking which one is more. $0.5 is more than $1 or less? Less, right? Because it's 0.5 is less than 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means let's go back to that. The question. Now, which one is the one position in all these cases? This is case 1, this is case 2, case 3. Which one is the one position? Because your this is already wrong. So now I'm asking you, for the case 1, which one is the one position?
The one.
This is the one position. You mean this is the one position? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Quick. Or you are not sure? Okay, next time when I ask yes or no, if you cannot say yes or no, then you should say what? Not sure. Okay, so basically there is yes, there is no, there is not sure. So you have 3 options to tell me. So right now, is 1 the one position? Yes, no, not sure, quick.
Not sure.
Not sure, okay, good. When you are not sure, can you tell me, how do you read this one?
185.
So what is the position of 1 then?
100.
Why 100? Why? Why just now you are not sure, then suddenly I ask you what is the position, you say 100, 为什么?
Because 185.
Therefore,
Then 1
Mm.
is 100.
very good. Okay, you start to make sense. Okay, now you start to make sense. Okay, now you start to make sense. This is because this is called 185. Right? Let's ignore what is behind first. At least you know that, oh, because this is 100, therefore my 1 is the 100. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, then if the 1 is the 100, then which one is the 1? Now you know already. The 1 is 100. Then which one is the 1? Huh? You cannot remember the whole scale. Can you? Can you remember the whole scale? You know what I'm talking about? If this is the 100, what is next? Left, right. What is on the right of 100? Oh, okay, good, 10.
10.
Good. Then what is on the right of 10?
1.
Okay, good. So based on this, so which one is the 1 for case 1? Match.
5.
Which 5? This 5 or this 5?
The 185, that 5.
Very good. So that means you have located the 1 position. Okay? So this 5 is the 1 position. Okay, next. Let's start now. What about this? Which one is the 5? Which one is the 1 position? Which one is the 1 position? Which one is the 1 position? Quick. It shouldn't take very long.
The 5
Which 5?
at the end.
At the end. Okay. Then now, which one is the 1 position? Which one is the 1 position? How come you take so long? Oh, the question you ask yourself is, okay, tell your mom what this number is all about. Like, tell your mom what this question is about. Quick. So what's this number? Tell your mom in English.
5.
This number. How do you tell your mom?
0.545.
Okay, loud and clear. One more time.
0.545.
Okay, very good. So what is this position? So this is 0.545, right? So which one is the 1 position then? Which one is the 1 position?
0.
Why 0? Why 0? So if this is 0, let's say you say 0 is the 1 position, right? Then now my question is, you have already identified all 1 position, right? Then now what? My question is, what is this position then? What is on the right of 1? Just now you know already, I asked you, right? 100 and then 10, right?
Yeah.
And then 1, right? Then what is on the right of 1? What's that? Or is there anything or not?
No.
Nothing already.
Unless you count the.
Unless I count what? Is there anything or not? You say unless. So unless what? Unless what? What's on the right of 1? Unless what? Unless there is nothing. Is there anything or not? First thing, is there anything? Yes? No? Not sure.
Not
Not
sure.
sure. Okay, good. Okay, so at least you have 2 concepts correct. Number 1, you know that 100, 10, and 1. At least you get this order correct. But something is not right with you is something is not right with you is, so 100, 10, 1. That means from here all the way, you have no problems. And then what is from here onwards? Totally you have forgotten. That's the problem with you. So what is on the right of 1? We have the 10th. And then we have what's on the right of 10? 100th. Did you write down on your book?
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, you have written down, right? But how come I asked you what is on the right and then you said nothing already? Or not sure already? How come? Okay? How come? So let's go back to the question. Let's go back to the question. The question asking for what?
The 100.
The 100th, right? The 100th. Meaning what? Meaning, that means, I first need to identify which one is the 1. Okay? I identified 5 is the 1. Why 5 is the 1? Because this is known as 185. Therefore, 5 is the 1 position. So what is on the right of 1? What's on the right of 1? So what's the 4? 10th, right? Then what is the 2?
100.
Very good. So that means the answer is 2. I don't care whether your answer is correct. If you cannot answer my question for this page, and then this page and all these pages, I'm not satisfied with you. Okay? Even though you get the correct answer here, I don't satisfied with you because clearly you have not understood all this. And at this stage, you should know this very well. This is P1 materials, counting. Okay? And today you are still struggling with all this. Okay? So there are a bigger problem with you. Okay? And you need to know it, take it home, and revise. And you told me you have written it down, right?
I written down the
Yeah. The 10th and 100, right? Did you?
10
Okay.
equals to the
1 over 10, right?
yeah.
Oh, did-
That one.
Okay. So, okay. You see, in this world, there are too many things you need to return. There are too many things for you to write down. Okay? There are too many things to write down. You cannot possibly write down everything in the world. What you can do is, when we talk about it, you need to absorb already. Okay? There are too many things to be written down. If you are going to write down my entire video, I think I give you 2 books you also cannot finish. You get the point? So you cannot rely on, oh, I must write down, then I can understand. No. Impossible. Okay? It's just like for this question. Just now you told me 1 is the 100,000 position. Okay? And by the way, if you look back on other videos, I have too many videos on this kind of example. Okay? So let's take a look at those videos during the break. Okay? Now I move on to the third question first. So please bear in mind this kind of question. It happens. By the way, I have already, this is my what? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 5 videos which talks about this same thing again and again. We have 5 videos to learn this, and you still have not learned. I don't care whether your answer is correct. If your answer is wrong, then it's even worse. Okay? But even your answer is correct, I'm not happy with you because I ask you a question, you cannot answer. That means you still don't know.
4 is 100.
Okay? So you need to know whether there is a decimal and there is no decimal And if there is a decimal here, what is the effect of decimal? It's just like you see your mom today. Your mom is usually look very white color, very fair skin. And then suddenly you see your mom and the face red color, and then the whole body is red. Okay, of course she's still your mom, but something is not right with your mom already that day. Okay? So the same thing to the number. Okay? If there is a decimal number, question yourself. Something I need to take note already. It's not as like usual. Oh, the 5 always the right one is always the 1. I realize that you have a problem. When something is different and you probably notice the difference, or I'm not too sure whether you notice. Did you notice the dot or not? Did you? Did you notice the dot or not?
Yeah.
Okay, you notice the dot. So when you notice the dot, did you ask yourself, how is the dot affect? Did you ask yourself this question?
No.
Why? So that's the problem with you. When something is different, you don't question. You still take it off. It's just like today, I go to take MRT. And then suddenly, today MRT, right? A lot of people already wearing masks. Wow. Then I still take MRT lah without mask. You better wear a mask if everybody is wearing a mask. You cannot say, oh, never mind, because every day I take MRT, I never wear mask. So today, I also no need to wear mask. But normally when you take MRT, everybody wear mask or not? Yes or no? When you take MRT, when you take bus, do you see people wear mask normally? Yes or no? Normally. One month ago, do you see people wear mask?
Not really.
Not really. But today, do you see many people wear mask?
Yeah.
Then you better wear a mask. You know when people no mask, from no mask to wear mask, you know what is the meaning of that? Something is different. Something is happening. You need to find out what's happening. You get the point? Similar to this. With a decimal point, without a decimal point, you need to question. Oh, without the decimal point, okay, 5 is the 1. But now, there is a decimal point here. I better check how this decimal point affect. Okay? Similarly, they are both 21, but this one without the, this one is without decimal. This one is with the. So it's a different number, or is not a different number? Is it different or not different? Different, right? Different, right? So when there are two different number, can you use the same method or not? Can you use the same method to determine the value of the position?
No.
Cannot. So when you tell yourself, okay, different, so I need to use different method, then how come you still think the 1 is the 1 position? How can you? How can you? When things are different, please react differently. Similarly, if now you still see people never wear masks, if next time you see everybody wear masks, if you don't wear a mask, you are dangerous. You are the one who will get infected. Because everybody is wearing masks, they are protected. Only you never wear mask, so you are not protected. Okay? So when you see something different, please react accordingly. Okay? Next question. So what kind of question is this for question 3? So what is this kind of question? Very good. So what is the conversion all about? Tell me first. Big to small, small to big. What is the operation? Yeah. So now ML to L. So is big to small or small to big? Nothing to do with this. You just need to answer me question. ML to L, so big to small, small to so small to big. Right, quick. So which one is bigger? Now I'm asking you, which one is bigger? Which one is bigger?
FL.
ML is bigger. So that means ML is bigger than L. Yes or no? Not sure. Hey, quick ah, 3 answer only. Yes, no, not sure. Is this correct or not?
Yes, yes.
Yes, no, not sure.
Sure.
Not sure. Wow, wow. Then okay. Then the question I ask, okay, if I ask you whether ML is bigger than L and you are still not sure, basically I cannot teach you anymore. I cannot even teach you anymore. Because first thing, the number one thing is you need to understand which one is bigger before I can teach you, oh, whether you times or divide. Now you cannot tell me which one is bigger. How can I teach? I can't teach already.
Medium size, large size.
This is the most basic thing leh.
Now is bigger. Now bigger. Anyhow.
Okay, by the way, have you noted down this thing? Yes,
Yes.
I remember.
Simple can.
I remember.
Simple
So
can.
I remember you already,
My name, I give
like,
you my name.
whether it's times or divide.
OB
But before you can do that, you need to understand which one is big, which one is small.
1640498.
If you can't, then what is the point of doing question? There's no point already.
Elephant.
It's just like I ask you, dollar and cent, which one is bigger? Which one is bigger? Okay, dollar is bigger.
Kobe.
So that means you need to at least know the relationship before you can do questions. If not, no point.
I had the March 12, right? Correct. Can I change?
So now the question is, I'm really wondering what you are learning throughout your life until today. Until you don't know what is ML, you don't know what is L. You don't even know which one is big, which one is small. Let's not talk about whether the conversion is 100 or 1000 or 10.
No, because I want my birthday, then I can only have the April 2 or April 16.
Hmm?
Okay, thank you. 2 and 65.
Okay?
Okay, thank you, bye.
So I'm not going to teach you this question because the basic thing you also don't know. It's just like I ask you, what is this? 22 times 11. And I ask you the question, what is 2 times 10? And you cannot answer me 2 times 10. What's the point of teaching you 22 times 11? That means you don't even know the multiplication table. What is the point of teaching you this? There is no point. Similar to this, you don't even know which one is bigger than which one because you tell me not sure. So, no point of teaching you the conversion, whether it's 110 or 1 or whatever.
Which one 1 liter? The one 500 ml.
In fact, you don't even need to know this. You need to remember, you need to memorize by heart already. It's just like I ask you, kilometer to meter, centimeter to meter. All this is remembered by heart already.
Still not understand.
It's not sure.
M side and L side, which one bigger? Also don't know.
So seems like you only know dollar and cent. The rest don't know already.
You wear M side and L side, which one bigger?
Okay? So next question. So there are bigger problem than just math. Huh? That at least that is something I realized. Okay? I thought there is math problem. Actually you have no math problem. You have bigger problem than math problem. Huh? So let's talk about question 4. I want to uncover what problem you have. Now I start to realize. Huh? Okay, good. So what is the next question? 4 about? Okay, very good. So how do you do this? How do you do this? Fraction to decimal. Very good. Which one divided by which one?
3 divided by 8.
Use long division, right?
Long division.
Okay, so what's the answer?
0.305.
Very good. Okay? So when it comes to fraction to decimal, there is no problem with you. Okay? At least I know. Okay, question 5. Okay, so what is question 5? Continue. What is question 5?
The finding value.
Yeah, finding value. So what you do here?
Yeah. Times.
Times. Okay, how do you do times?
The denominator
Mm-hmm.
needs to be the same as the other denominator.
Before you.
Type. Wait. That is for plus.
Very good. You see?
And
Instead-
minus.
Very good. This is the thing I want you to know. Okay? Even though you get the wrong answer, I'm happy you know the basic stuff. Because everything starts from the basic. If you don't know the basic, you tell me whatever, I also don't believe you can get it correct. Even you get it correct, it's rubbish. I always go back to the basic. Very good. You tell me, okay, if you want it to, that means that is for plus and minus. The what? The denominator must be the same. Then what about times now?
Times
What do you do for times?
the denominator doesn't need to be the same. Then
You have already answered yourself already. Why you repeat yourself again in another way? Huh? Huh? I am a girl. I'm a female. You see? It's the same thing what? You don't have to repeat. Huh? So what you need to do for multiplication?
times.
Yeah lah, but how? Very clear cut what? Times is times what? Then how do you times? That's my question. We talked about it in our first lesson. I still remember. You see, I even remember we talked about it in the first lesson. No, I don't need to memorize all this stuff. I'm not a student. And you are a student, you are supposed to memorize. So what do you do for times?
14
Mm-hmm.
times 18.
And then?
Then
Mm.
per line,
Per line?
or you can just times.
Okay, per line then?
Because I usually just times 14 and 18
Oh,
first.
okay, okay then.
Then I use 1 times 7 because usually
Wait. Yep. Slowly. Usually you take 14 times 18, then what is after that? I want to know what is after.
I use 1 times 7 because
I use 1 times 7, you mean below or what?
for the
Am I right?
one because
Is it?
14,
You just answer me. You use 1 times 7, right?
yeah.
I never ask you why what. You don't have to because first. You see step by step I have not asked you why, you don't have to answer because. Okay? No need to rush. Okay? Step by step. So you are saying you used to do 14 times 18, right?
Yeah.
Correct. And then after that you say you used to take 1 times 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you are doing this. Am I correct or not? Yes, no, not sure?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that means you agree that you used to do this, correct? When I ask you why, then you tell me because, huh? Okay, so this is correct. This is called what? Top times top, bottom times bottom. You can actually check it. You don't have to check. Actually, I remember. I asked you to write down one. I asked you to write down for the multiplication. I asked you to write down for plus and minus. Okay, so that means if you do this step, right, and you still get the wrong answer, right, what happened? That means you don't even know how to multiply. Okay, you are here to learn this technique for multiplication, top times top, bottom times bottom. So what you do, just punch your calculator, top, bottom.
36.
So the answer is 36. Okay, but I'm happy that you understand this part. I'm happy that you understand the difference between plus minus and multiplication. But at first you thought, oh, I need to make the denominator the same first. Then you suddenly realize, hey, no leh, that one is for plus and minus, not for multiplication. Good. You need to question yourself. This is a good way to start. Huh? Not like, everything must be denominator but it's the same. Denominator must be the same. That is for plus and minus. Times is different case already. Same thing for the decimal place. If there is a decimal point, I need to change strategy. Huh? Okay? Question 6 now. Okay, so what question is this? Question 6. Cube. Then? What is so special about cube? What you need to know about cube? What did we learn about cube, like?
It's a 3D figure.
Do you really think I want you to answer that way? Of course I know it's a 3D figure, so what else do we learn about it? We learn about means what you have written down about this.
The cube formula.
Cube formula, like?
Side, left side, right side.
Okay, so what is the side now?
7 cm.
So what's the answer? Use your calculator first, double check. Did you write down this working?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm happy.
343.
Very good. Did you get this answer also?
Yeah.
Very good. You see, you need to always go back to the fundamental. Then you only can get answer. The fundamental for this question is s times s times s. Then after that, you just sub in. Question 7. So what's question 7 about? Keep appearing. So what question is this?
Straight line.
Yeah, straight line, and then? Is it only straight line? I think I have added one more for you. I remember last lesson or the previous two or the lesson before. I have added one more for you. What is that?
360 degree.
Which is what is 360 degree?
It's a one round.
One round. Very good. Okay, good. So what is this? What is this? What this angle means?
90 degree.
Very good. This is 90. Okay. Then, what is this? What is that? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for me to give you an answer? This is a straight line, right? So what is the red one? Answer me, what's the red one? What is this? What are you thinking? I want you to know what you are thinking. That part is very important. What are you thinking? Come on, what you are thinking?
The red
Huh?
part.
The red part, yeah. You are thinking what? Of course you are thinking for the red part, but what you are thinking? Tell me what's in your mind. I want to know. Whether you are thinking 1 plus 1 or 2 plus 1, tell me. Come. Oh, you're not thinking already. You're thinking or not thinking?
Still thinking.
Still thinking. Okay. I remember one lesson Your mom said you cannot be so rigid. You need to be flexible. And then we talk about how to look at figure. We can turn, right? You can tilt your head, right? I remember clearly. I asked you to tilt your head. Right? Remember or not?
Yeah.
Then why not you tilt your head? Like, tilt your head. Never mind, you can rest what? You can rest. Rest your head. Rest. Rest fully. Yeah, good. Rest fully, correct. So what do you see? Or you see nothing? Do you see anything? Still cannot see ah? Rest lah. You rest also cannot see ah? What's this? What's the value of this? Straight line. What's the formula?
Equal 1.
Don't stop lah. Quick ah. Full sentence.
Equal 1. Equal 2. Equal 180.
Okay, then what is this? So yeah, okay, then if with that formula, then what is this then? What's this angle? Huh? What's this angle? What's the operation?
Minus.
What full sentence? Minus is just one. Full sentence. Give me the full sentence. What minus?
158.
158
Minus.
minus.
180.
Ooh. Can this be minus? Just now you say the formula is what? Angle 1 plus angle 2 equals to 180, right?
Yeah.
So that means, okay, according to this, so which one is angle 1, which one is angle 2, right? According to this, which one is angle 1, which one is angle 2?
Equal 1.
Angle 1 is? Angle 1 is?
The
Question mark.
mark.
Good. Then which one is angle 2?
The 158.
Okay. Then? How to find a question mark then?
180
Mhm.
minus 158.
Then? Answer? Again?
32.
Okay. So, my question to you is, how come you need me to like do it like this, then you only can see every single time? That means the next time, you still need me to write like this, then you can see. How come? How come you cannot figure out yourself? By the way, can you figure out yourself like this? Can you? Okay, did you try this question or not?
Yeah.
Did you do it this way? At least you find out what's the angle here first. Did you? Yes, no.
No.
Why no? How come every single time it's like 哇，真的是每一次 no never fail one 呢 Do you realize you keep making the same? Okay, sometimes you keep making the same mistakes, and then another problem with you is every question you need to tilt your head. You never fail one. You still never figure out. How come? How come? I can give you plenty of evidence. We talked about this kind of question many times. I think in almost all videos previously. And you still cannot like do it this way. So what is the problem? Why you cannot do it this way? Why? 为什么？ 为什么？ So is it the teacher's problem? Is it either your school teacher problem or my problem? Or is your problem? Whose problem? If first time you cannot figure out, probably it's your school teacher problem. The second time, if you still cannot figure out, probably it's my problem. If the third time, fourth time, fifth time, and the sixth time you still don't get it, you better take it as your problem already. By the way, what is so hard? What is so hard about all these questions? What is so hard? By the way, I'm not here to make your life hard. I'm not here to make your life difficult. That's not my intention. My intention to help. That's why I asked you to tilt your head to see. But you fail to see. How come you fail to see? How come? So if this is 22, right? Then this is also 22. Why? Opposite angle. Even, do you know that these two angles is the same? Do you know why they are the same? They are opposite. Okay? So that means if angle 1 is equal to 2, that means if this 22, this one is also 22. Now you can figure out already. Why? Because 1 round is how much? So that means, let's say I start from here. 22 plus 90 plus x, right? Plus 22 plus 158 equals to 360. How do I find x?
360
Minus all of them, right?
Yeah.
Do it lah. The answer is?
68.
Very good. So the answer is 2. Okay? So we take a brief break.